Welcome to the power stage for Rally Jordan. It is the baptism site stage, the last stage of Rally Jordan, and well, we're into the last 6 kilometres, 5 or 6 kilometres of the stage. The stage itself 10.5 kilometres long, and just look at where we are. Over to our right hand side you have the hills of Jericho and Palestine. In front of us you've got the Dead Sea. To the left of us you've got the mountains that head up towards the escarpment, head up towards the plateau, the deserts of Amman and Jordan. Well, what about this stage? Well, let's have a look at it. Remarkably hard, remarkably fast. Prepared stages, basically. This area here that we're in, it's not a demilitarized zone, but it's a restricted zone. As you can see in front of us, there's a watchtower there. Over to our right, as I say, is the border between Palestine and Jordan, so it's a slightly sensitive area. These roads prepared by the rally organisers. 5 or 6 years ago, Rally Jordan, trying to get into the World Rally Championship, they knew they wanted to get here, but they maybe didn't have the right roads. So the organisers identified the kind of roads they wanted in the area they wanted to be in, and they made them. Basically, they put down gravel, they graded it, and importantly, they sprayed these roads with Dead Sea water. And that Dead Sea, as we know, high concentrations of salt. When that bakes hard into the surface, it gives you in places almost a concrete-like surface. It is something very special indeed. As you can see over to our left-hand side, lots and lots of camels, those camels being, I would imagine, herded together and moved on before the rally starts. Now, this section here, as you can see, it's very, very gravelly indeed, but then we're back onto this hard surface. You can see how much preparation they put into these roads. The level of the road is a good 40 or 50 centimetres above the level of the surrounding countryside, but it is fast, it is very fast indeed. By the time we get here, this bit of road will have been run 3 times, twice in the opposite direction, once in the morning in the direction of the baptism site stage. So it shouldn't be too bad in terms of the road cleaning effect. And don't forget that for the power stage, the order is reversed. It'll be our top 15 or so cars reversed. But look at this, it really is something very special indeed. Heading through the scrubland, some quite green bushes, I have to say. A little bit of rain, it never rains much around here, but we are in the Jordan River Valley. It is the breadbasket of the region, the breadbasket of Jordan. They use the water from the Jordan River to irrigate the land all around us, and this very flat land is in fact quite fertile in places. Lots of crops grown around here, lots of tomatoes, aubergines, all sorts of lovely fruit and veg grown in this area. But we're not thinking about fruit and veg come Saturday afternoon. And don't forget, it is Saturday afternoon when the power stage is run. This rally runs Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Heading towards, look at that view. Over to our right hand side is the head of the Dead Sea. Looking south down the course of the Dead Sea, the mountains behind, this area full of culture, full of history. Really is the most remarkable place. You can see the watchtower to the right. We'll wave to our soldier friends again as we come past. Heading in now towards the last 3 or 4 kilometres of the power stage. We take a left-hand turn here. It's a bit gravelly. That'll be quite cut up by Saturday afternoon, and the power is down again. That escarpment in front of us, you head up there, and eventually, after about 30 or 40 k's of quite twisty, quite windy, quite steep road, you get to Amman. Look at this surface. It looks like tarmac. Let me tell you, it isn't tarmac. Well, this section might be. Little section of tarmac, but this here is not. This is just the way the road is prepared by the organisers. It, with a little bit of use across it, a bit of rubber, a little bit of oil, it gives it that black tarmac look, but it's so hard and so fast. Now, we'll just look left and right as we head across towards the new hotel. Quite a bit of development around here. Lots of new hotels going up. A lot of people visiting this area for the history, the culture, and to be quite honest with you, for the climate. Very, very warm indeed. Now, this is quite remarkable. This point here we're heading into now, we head down into this ravine, or wadi as they call it locally. This is the lowest point on Earth. It is incredible, isn't it? Very few, if any of us, will ever get to the highest point on Earth, which is obviously the summit of Mount Everest. But where we are at this exact second is the lowest point on Earth. Oh, it sends a shiver down the spine. Anyway, we head up the other side, watching that rock. The car slips a little bit on the slippery surface, and we're out of the wadi and heading into the last couple of k's now of the power stage. What have we seen so far this year with the power stage? Well, quite remarkably, we've seen everyone going for it on every power stage. think back a couple of weeks to Portugal, we all assumed Mr. Ogier and Mr. Loeb, having battled so hard for their 25 and 18 points respectively, would take it easy on the power stage and not risk losing those points. That wasn't the way, was it? Sebastian Loeb, with a remarkable drive, won the power stage in Portugal. I wouldn't like to put money as yet on who will win the power stage here, but it is a 10.5 kilometre power stage. You know, we've seen 30Ks in Portugal, we saw 8Ks in Mexico, we saw 4Ks in Sweden, 10.5Ks, excuse me sir, sorry, I'm coming through your bit of land, apologies for that, just bumping him out of the way, not quite bumping him, not literally now. Oh, hello, hello, couple of camels on the road, watch out Mr. Camel, they'll hopefully be, what a magnificent looking animal that is, two magnificent looking animals, and a third on our right hand side, goats either side as well. All these beasts will be moved, I'm quite certain, before the rally gets here. That is the last thing you want doing 200 kilometres an hour along this section of road. You do not want to come across one of the ships of the desert standing in the middle of the stage. Anyway, we're heading towards the end of the power stage. Look how green it is around here. It's quite spectacular scenery. Very different, this one, as I say, from the majority of the rest of the stages. The majority of the stages on Rally Jordan are up in the hills. There's a lot of up and down, a lot of undulation, a lot of blind crests. As you've seen, this one, very flat indeed. It's not going to be easy though. It is 10.5 kilometres. There on the left is the red stop sign. That is the power stage for Rally Jordan. It could be a very, very interesting one. Don't forget, it's Saturday afternoon. You've seen it first on iRally. Catch up with the iRally YouTube channel. Have a look, put us into the search engine on YouTube and have a look at the little videos that we've produced from rallies around the world this year. But that was the power stage for Rally Jordan.